Led, there's no alcohol at this party.
I spiked the punch bowl at the adult table.
Well, it's that time of year again. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and I know what you're thinking. Which Thanksgiving movie am I going to cozy up with to get into the holiday spirit? Lucky for you, we've got all your lesser-known favorites. But just how well do you really know your Thanksgiving deep cuts? Let's find out. Our first fringe flick is The Turkey Bowl.
Just can't believe Mitchell's dead.
So sad.
You know, he's been trying to get me to come home for Thanksgiving.
Mitchell's the one that always sends you pictures of his ball sack, right?
Yeah.
In this 2019 comedy, Hodges returns to his hometown just before Thanksgiving.
Hey, Mitchell. Oh. You thought I was dead? I'm not dead. I'm alive.
You've been crying? God, I'm so touched.
Yeah, right here.
Where he is persuaded to finally finish the famous football game that was started and never finished back in '99.
It's our second chance to finally beat Ronnie Best and the noble knob jaws.
You have a lady boner for Hodges.
He's engaged.
This town, it's like a black hole.
Oh, come on, Brandy. You can't just get naked without my consent. It's like a thing.
Is it game time yet, boys?
Yes! We got one option only.
Ready?
But do you know why Hodges and his friends didn't finish the famous '99 Turkey Bowl game? Was it A, because Mitchell broke his leg, B, because a storm cursed them in the second half, C, because they don't actually know how to play football, or D, because they were too full from Thanksgiving dinner?
Wait, this is why you brought me back out here?
Yes!
Are you serious?
Yes! I'm fucking serious.
Oh my God.
It's our second chance to finally beat Ronnie Best and the noble knob jaws.
7-7 at the half before the storm of the century cursed us.
If we didn't get snowed out, 99 would have been argued to finally win it.
And now Ronnie Best walks around this town like he owns the place.
You guessed it, that damn storm is to blame. And can you guess how Mitchell upped the stakes for the Turkey Bowl against Ronnie's team? Is it A, that the loser has to give up their firstborn child? B, that Ronnie has to dump his girlfriend? C, that Ronnie must stop buying up their town, stay on his side of the tracks, and never come back? Or D, Mitchell must shave his head?
Well, if you have nothing to lose, how about we raise the stakes? Oh. I do want to up the stakes. Okay?
Oh, I hope you do.
Maybe we will.
Okay, let's raise them.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
You start.
Great, I will.
Okay, you start or I start?
I'll go first.
Okay, you start.
Oh my God.
We win. You stop buying up this town. You stay on your side of the tracks, and you never come back.
Bye, Ronnie. Next question. What did Jennifer do last week? A, threw a birthday party for her cat. B, went on 2 dates in one night. C, got married. Or D, started a business.
Jennifer, last week you threw a birthday party for your cat.
It was her 20th.
No. She turned 20.
It was a milestone. Saddest thing I've ever been to.
Fully.
Girl needs to get out more. And our last Turkey Bowl deep cut trivia, where does Johnny find Nolan? A, in Cancun dressed as himself. B, in his attic dressed as a ghost. C, in the garage dressed as a teenager. Or D, in a tree dressed as a badger.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Nolan, how long you been hanging up there, man? You all right?
I don't know. I must have blacked out or something.
Someone needs to call that guy a cab. Next up on our list of Thanksgiving films is Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, a cutie pie love story following Emily, a born and raised Chicagoan with a passion for the city's annual Thanksgiving parade. But who knows for certain what kinds of hijinks Emily gets up to? Unless, do you know?
Great job, guys! You're ready!
Like, what is Emily's secret that she can't tell her boyfriend? Is it A, she can read minds, B, she is afraid of boats, C, she has never left Chicago, or D, she is already married?
You again. Are you gonna get on board today?
I haven't decided yet.
I'm on a schedule.
Fine. That was pretty good, right?
Please don't come back here.
Ahoy vey! Next question. What bet does Emily make with Henry? A. That she can dunk on him in basketball. B. That she can run a marathon. C. That she can name all 50 states. Or D. That she will be engaged by Thanksgiving.
Well, if he hasn't married you in 5 years, he's not going to.
You are so wrong. That shouldn't be a shock, since you seem to be wrong about a lot of things. I will bet you $5 that I will be engaged by Thanksgiving.
Fine. You're wrong.
Go get that ring, girl. Next up, why, according to Emily, is home the most important place in the world? Is it A, because your stuff is there, B, because it's the only place where you can have nutty movie night, C, because it's where your dog lives, or D, trick question, home actually sucks big time?
Home is the most important place in the world. It's where you come from. It's the place you go to feel safe and loved. It's the place you go to remember who you are. Home is the only place you can have nutty movie night.
I'm afraid to ask.
Nutty movie night is where you sit in your underwear and you eat peanut butter out of a jar and you watch old movies. I mean, I do that on the rare night that I am home alone.
Sounds cool, I guess. And finally, how did Ben's limo driver know he found true love? A, he drove by his wife's house to be close to her when she slept. B, he flipped a coin. C, a fortune teller told him so. Or D, he didn't want to see other people.
I fell in love with my wife the first moment I saw her.
How did you know it was true love?
I just knew. Found myself thinking about her when I wasn't with her. If she was there, I was happy. I used to drive past her house late at night just to be close to her when she slept. I asked her to marry me after our 3rd date, but she didn't say yes until our 5th.
If you say so, dude. Our third movie is of the freaky deaky persuasion, Thanksgiving. The 2008 cult horror includes lots of, you guessed it, murder. By whom, you might ask? Why, a talking killer turkey, of course. And how well do you know this raunchy roller coaster of a movie? Let's find out.
Back in the 1500s, in the settlement of Kralberg, an old Indian by the name of Feathercloud necromanced a turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted.
Our first question, what does cool guy Johnny call his arm? Is it A, his guns, B, a weapon of mass destruction, C, his best friend, or D, for daddy?
Here, check this out. Weapon of mass destruction. Go ahead, touch it. Nice, right?
Yeah, wow, that's huge. Hey, Darren, I got a muscle you can touch.
Kaboom. Nice one, Johnny. Next, how does Oscar's dog, Flashy, die? A, in a tornado. B, in a flash flood. C, in an accident. Or D, in his sleep.
Your dog had an accident.
What the hell? What kind of accident?
Well, I took this here axe and I accidentally cut him. Get it? Accident.
Yikes, dude. Hate to see it go down like that. Third up, who saved Billy from the killer turkey? Was it A, the old hermit, B, the town sheriff, C, the pastor, or D, the baker?
So you actually believe that there's a real killer turkey on the loose? What a loser! God!
Well, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. I woke up with turkey juice all over me. I think he was trying to kill me, but that old hermit saved me.
What a good dude. And lastly, how does the sheriff upset the killer turkey? A, by eating him for dinner. B, by forgetting his name. C, by stepping on his foot. Or D, by calling him a duck.
Have a good night, Sheriff.
All right, pal. You take care. Man, what an odd little duck.
All right, that does it.
Absolute party foul. Get it? Last, but certainly not least, we give you the Thanksgiving flickaroony, Turkey Hollow.
What was that? It's moving. What the fridge? They're monsters. Lead the way.
My son and my daughter are missing.
This is by far the coolest vacation ever. Dad's gonna kill me.
This 2015 film was conceived by Jim Henson and is the perfect romp through the woods you need to get into the Thanksgiving spirit. Let's dive on in. Our first question, what is the town's local tall tale about? Is it A, the hideous howling hoodoo, B, the abominable antelope, C, the tyrannical turkey, or D, the weird guy?
The what?
The hideous howling hoodoo. 10 feet tall, with razor-sharp claws and fangs like a barracuda. Sometimes, on the blackest of nights, you can hear him howling on the dark side of the Siempre Verde forest. And should you hear that horrible, high-pitched moan, run as fast as you can, because if the hoodoo gets your scent, he'll hunt you down and eat you alive.
Seriously, no one believes this stuff, right?
Hoodoo doo doo.
Youch, that's scary. Although, my money was on weird guy. Next question. Guess who's randomly in this movie in the role of narrator? A, Lady Gaga, B, Ludacris, C, Sir Patrick Stewart, or D, Bono?
And so brave little Tim Emerson ventured deeper into the dark, mysterious forest, armed only with his wit, his nerve, and Aunt Clyde's solar-powered flashlight. He walked until, he kept walking and I've lost him. I think it's safe to say the hoodoo got him. I mean, that's just my professional opinion. Look, if you think I'm going into that forest this late at night, you better think again. It's not that I'm scared, and scene! If anybody wants me, I'll be on my trailer.
Luda! Third question. What are the Turkey Hollow monsters scared of? A, thunderstorms, B, turkeys, C, another monster, or D, the Thanksgiving spirit?
They are terrified. When a bunch of monsters are scared of something, what does that tell you?
Okay, listen. I can see that you're scared of the hoodoo. We're scared too. But the thing is, our Aunt Clyde's farm's at stake. And I'm gonna find this hoodoo, even if I end up dead and dismembered in the middle of nowhere.
Finding the monster that a bunch of monsters are scared of is not the takeaway from this little chat.
That's right, an even bigger monster. Makes sense. And our last question, what does Annie confess to Tim? A, she is really 42 years old. B, she hates Thanksgiving. C, she's not his real sister. Or D, she gave his Crocs to Goodwill.
I gave your Crocs to Goodwill.
My red Crocs?
I was doing you a favor. No one wears Crocs anymore, especially not every day, and especially not boys.
I looked everywhere for those. You knew I loved them.
Well, you'll forgive me when you have a girlfriend.
Cold as ice, Annie. Cold as ice. And there you have it, the Thanksgiving movie deep cuts. Find out more about these fringe favorites, now available on Amazon Prime Video. Gobble gobble, y'all.
Look at this. This is what it's like working on a studio.